Was this a terrorist attack? Or was this truly an accident? That's the question we're going to answer today. Disclaimer notice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. All information in this video is not based on fact. It is all alleged, based upon my intuition, my opinion, what I believe my tarot cards are telling me. I encourage each and every one of you to do your own research, form your own opinions. After all, I'm just a blonde throwing cards. So the collapse of this bridge, this boat, ship, whatever it was, ramming into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland. Tragic. I don't know. I have not researched how many lives might have been lost, if there was anybody on the bridge at the time. But there is footage out there that shows right before the collision, the lights going off on it, or it losing power. The power coming back on, the power going off again, and it crashing into the bridge. So there's a lot of conspiracies out there. There's a lot of theories. There's people thinking, well, was this a secret attack of some sort? Or was this a terroristic attack? Because around this same time, there was the issue in Moscow. I keep saying Moscow because I'm thinking Idaho. But Moscow, Russia, where there was a terrorist attack there. So people are wondering, was this an attack on the United States? Or what was this? So in this video, we're either going to debunk it and chalk it up as an accident, or is it negligence, or was it really an attack? So we're going to dig in. And straight away, just an FYI, this could be a very, very short video if I get my answers really, really quick. Or this could be a little bit longer one. We will see. Gee, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Get it? Okay, let's see what the tarot has. Okay, show me the energy around the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland, please, with this collision with the boat and the total collapse. Cards just don't feel quite ready. Wow, this deck's already getting a little bit chewed up, and I just got it. This was my replacement Gilded Tarot deck. I got my old one put away. But I really like this deck. Okay. let's see. Straight away. Oh, Nine of Swords. Concerns and worries. The Chariot, that is so fitting about travel. Okay. This is kind of, it's the way I phrased the question. I said, show me the current energy around the Francis Scott Key Bridge with this collision with that boat. And it's already worries about travel. Rerouting people, yes. Eight of Cups. A different path, a new path. So people are being forced to go on a different route. Yes. Seven of Cups. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of questions surrounding what happened here. And we got the Four of Pentacles. Something being hidden. Okay. Red flags. Red flags are flying right now. The Four of Pentacles is guarded protection. Keeping something close to your chest. That is concerning. This is laying the story out quite well of the current circumstance. Cards are on it. People are worried about how they are going to get around being forced to be rerouted and abandon that bridge, Eight of Cups, abandon and go around in a different direction. There is a lot of questions being asked, a lot of confusion being asked that there are no answers for it. Somebody has an answer, and they're keeping it close to their chest. Okay. Page of Pentacles. News. Concerns. Okay. Messages. So there's news. There's concerns here. New information that is worrisome. Another red flag card, the Devil card. A lot of doubts and fear over this. Again, people are thinking somebody's trying to disrupt our mode of transportation, our supply lines, because that port was closed down. There were ships stuck in the port. There were ships off the port waiting to be entered that were going to have to be rerouted to a different port. What is that going to mean? That is going to mean more of that green stuff, more moolah, because the cost of freight. So do you think retailers are going to absorb that cost? Do you think the transportation company, the freight company, is going to absorb the cost? No. They're not. They're going to pass it down to us, to the consumers. And I think this is why the theory of terrorism is coming into play, because what better way to cause havoc than to cut off the supply chain? Keep that in mind. Then we got the Seven of Pentacles, which is something planned, deeply seated. This is telling me, okay, that this could be a longer video, because this is almost showing that there was some kind of a plan here, worldwide, a conclusion, a plan that was completed, that was planned for a while. The Sun, exposure or happiness, or it's almost like the truth being hidden and everything being displayed. Everything's okay, so that there's no public panic. We're good. Everything's great. Okay. This is an accident. Don't worry. Don't worry my ass, because it's going to shake the very foundations of the family. And people are going to go to sleep on this. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords. So you're going to have your people here that they're going to look at some of us that there's raising suspicion. The family is asleep. The foundations are asleep. This is like people not seeing it, not wanting to see it. Just saying. Okay. I'm just picking any Lenormand deck. I started my Lenormand Academy First half the deck is up on my Facebook group in that academy if you're a part of it. If not, there's links in the description box. Shameless plug for both my Tarot Academy and my Lenormand Academy. Okay. This weekend, the second half is going to go up. Plus, there's going to be another lesson in the Tarot Academy going up this weekend. Just saying. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's see what the Lenormand wants to say about the situation. 5-card line, please. 5 cards. 5 cards. This is almost saying people's asleep. So far, this is kind of leaning towards something hidden. Something negative under the scenes. Purposely to disrupt our supply line. That's what I get. So there could be, and I'm curious if it was hijacked or if it was simply like the people on the board didn't know and somebody tampered with the ship prior to departure from where it came from, the boat. Okay. Show me. Line of 5, please, about this incident with the bridge. Coffin. Ending. Rider. This is right on it, too. Modes of transportation coming to an end there. Supply chains. Sometimes the rider, and I went over this in my Lenormand class, a rider can be packages coming in. A package, arrival. This could be the cargo that was stopped. Home. It's going to affect the consumer. Tower. Big corporations or organizations. Stork. A change of direction. So, yeah. So, simply put, again, it's just kind of reinforcing. Not necessarily the terrorists, but it's the cards are being very literal on how it's affecting us. Because the supply chain, cargo, parcels cannot have been stopped from coming into the home port. Okay? Corporations, manufacturers are being forced to go a different route to deliver the goods to the home. Under the deck, Lily. The sun. Again. The sun. The birds. That's all the chitter chatter. People in the home base is talking about this broom. That's the broom and whip. And we got woman. Woman is feminine. Woman is looking at this. I'm going to put the ship and the moon out here too. Long distance travel being recognized. There's a female that's going to come out and speak about this. A feminine energy is looking at that broom. This is almost like I wonder if somebody like Kamala Harris or somebody like that is going to talk and try to sweep this under the rug. And they're trying to get rid of all the chitter chatter, all the gossip. And the rider's pressing down on the sun, which is talking about we got to keep this hidden. And the Lily's card is about things that are old, things that are wise, wisdom, guidance. And lilies with the coffin could be funerals. So I feel like there may have been a loss of life in this. And because of that, they're trying to also play things down low, on the down low, low key. They don't want to cause a public panic. Okay? Don't want to cause a public panic. Let's get my Magi method playing cards out here. Wow. Okay. There's a little bit of tension here in the cards. But there's a woman, I feel like somebody in a public eye, could be a politician, coming out and speaking about this boat, recognizing what happened with this boat, but sweeping things under the carpet. And this is somebody who has a habit of doing that. Or that could be a public spokesperson for the cargo ship or some kind of company. But there feels like there's a woman that's going to make a statement and going to... It's not going to be truthful, put it that way. So whatever you hear in mainstream media, we're not going to be told the truth about what was really going on. And the sun here coming out to me in these kind of readings, sometimes it could be the happy ending, but a lot of times it's being exposed, something being brought to light. And when that happens, the excuse is going to be, well, we were trying to avoid public panic. Okay? That's what we are going to be told. I almost feel like something's going to spring a leak. I'm getting that water. I'm getting about springing a leak. So I'm seeing that in my mind's eye, which is symbolic of news media leak. Somebody from the inside that knows a little something something going to leak a little bit of information. And this woman's going to come out and be forced to speak. No, you can't believe that. That's not how it happened. Believe the leak. A leak is a leak. You can't deny it. It could even be, oh my God, it's not the woman sweeping things under the carpet. There's a prominent female going to come out and spill the beans, and she's going to put a leak into that ship, not the physical ship, but the ship of the secret. That ship is going to sink. It's going to spring a leak, and you can trust what this woman says. That's what this is. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit corrected me, because she's looking at that broom of how it's being swept under the carpet. There's a lot of chitter chatter, and she's in this underlining about exposure of old money, old people. Yeah. About an older male. I wonder who that older male is, because the lily often represents, when it comes to gender, it could be an older masculine. So that's interesting. Okay. This deck, I usually get jumpers, and I just let it go. I'm just checking something real quick. Any card, while they're in the deck, I want them upright. If they jump out in reverse, that's a different story. Okay. Okay. So, they're in the order that Spirit wants them in. The first one did come out in reverse. Player. Okay, the player is somebody who's uncommitted. Or it could be a player in a very negative way. There's certain and I feel like certain players that are hidden. Daisy, leave the kitty alone. Lovers. It's funny, we have an older man and we have a woman here. The Lovers does not have to be romantic, especially in this kind of type of reading. It's a partnership. Okay? We got the Devil card again. Dead center. We've got Mother Earth. There's that female who cares about the earth, who's caring about everybody else. And then we've got cornucopia. Money. Abundance. There is money tied to this accident. And it's almost like this woman is in with people responsible for what happened in this accident that is going to come out and expose. She's the leak. And she's a public figure. The Devil Dead Center is something evil, something very negative, deception, player in the reverse. That is telling me, I think that's her energy. She is not playing along with their game now. She was definitely in cahoots with these people, and she's coming out and she's going to expose it. And the money that was made off of this accident, make no mistake, it's about the money. I'm cutting things off. Let's do the math here. We have 11 plus 11. 2 jacks. So there's a lot of feminine energy here. Or our young energy, by the way. But we got 11 and 11 is 22. Plus 2 is 24. Plus 12. 24. Plus 10 is 34. Plus 2 more. 34, 35, 36. 36 plus 8 is number 44. 44 is a master number. And I was told to bring this out because it's important. 44 is about our stability, our infrastructure, our foundations. This, I feel like, is just the beginning. I'm feeling like there's going to be more that happens. And card 44 in this deck. Because I'm terrible at math, and some of you have corrected me on my math. If I get math wrong, don't correct me. There's a reason why I get it wrong and I say a different card, because it's more like Spirit saying, yeah, that's the card you choose, the math, but here's the card we want you to talk about. So there's a reason why, and that has to do with my stroke brain also. Sometimes getting math wrong. Number 44. Oh my God. 44 is the Devil card. So there was definitely something sinister going on here. That there is confirmation. That Devil card is evil at work. Ill intent. And I'm not going to make this video go on much longer. But I will say this does feel like it was a purposeful attack. I want to clean these cards up real quick because I want to ask the cards one other question. I want to know if the occupants on board that ship, if they knew what was coming up, if they were part of the plan, or were they surprised too? Because in the video, right when that accident was happening, it was like the power going on and off. It would be like the power going off and somebody trying to switch it back on. And I'm wondering what happened on board that the power stayed off the second time. And without the power, without the engines and stuff like that, they're not going to be able to steer that ship. Hence, it hit the bridge and the bridge collapsed. Just like a bunch of toothpicks. I'll use my father's analogy. He remembers, my father was a school teacher. He was a science teacher. And he remembers, even with kids, you know, building houses, building stuff out of toothpicks, and just one little tiny touch of it, it all collapses. That's the analogy my dad used with this bridge. It's just like, it got poked, and just like toothpicks, boom, it came down. Or a house of cards, you know? That's my analogy would be a house of cards. You build a house of cards, or a bridge, or some kind of structure out of cards. You've seen them. You've seen people do them, right? And if it gets bumped, the table gets bumped, boom, down it comes. So that tells me something else, that bridge probably was compromised to begin with. Maybe not the most sturdy of bridges. For it to all collapse like that, the whole thing, in an instant. Think about it for a minute. It was not a very sturdy bridge, now was it? Okay. So we're asking if the occupants on board that boat knew that this about a plan. Were they involved in a plan on purposely running into this bridge? Did they know of it? Were they part of it? Tower. There's the collapse. Right there. Three of Pentacles. Allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only. The Empress. There's a prominent female, prominent. There is abundance. There is money there. King of Pentacles. There's those lovers. There's that team. Ten of Swords. Betrayal. What I'm getting right off the bat is, allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only, that there were occupants on board that ship, that boat, that knew about the crash that was about to happen. They knew it was planned. The seed was planted ahead of time. The Empress gave birth to this plan with the Emperor. There's a prominent female. I'm telling you, there's a prominent female, and there's a masculine here. And I mentioned that when the Lenormand came out. But there's a sense of betrayal here. It's almost like something went wrong. It wasn't supposed to happen the way it happened. Hermit. Hidden. Knowledge. That to me is, I'm feeling a little literal. The lights going on and off. I'm feeling like that. What I'm getting is almost like a spy. Two of Pentacles. I feel like there were two people on board that ship that may have been hired that were hidden. Hidden knowledge. They knew what, two people on there knew what was going on. It feels like there was two or more people on there. Not everybody knew what was happening. That's why the lights were going on and off. The people that were in the dark that didn't know was trying to get power restored. And then underneath we also have the Queen of Wands. Ambition. Confidence. She's a force to be reckoned with, especially with the Empress. She's a leader. I'm telling you, there's a prominent female involved in this. And then we've got the King of Cups with the King of Pentacles. There are two masculines. I'm telling you, there were two masculines on board that ship that knew. That knew. Only two. Then we got the Lovers again in this deck. a partnership, a karmic shift. This is screaming. Not everybody knew, but there were two. There were a partner. They were a team. There was a team of two people on that ship that knew exactly what was about to go down. That knew it was planned. And you know, guys, I think we got our answer. And there, folks, I dropped the mic.